WarRoomSports.com. Get that mobile app.
Football fans, welcome to this episode of Field Vision brought to you by War Room Sports. I'm your host this evening, Jimmy, the author of the hottest book on the street, Sports. Smart
Yes,
people
sir.
reading sports. You know what I'm saying? Go cop that. You can see the link right there to cop the book. Listen, we got some football to talk about. I got my brother Dev at the round table. What's up, Dev?
Mazel tov.
Dev busting a mean grub right now. For those listening on audio, you can't see Dev busting the grub. We got Fred, the Patriots fan. Fred, only thing I gotta tell you, Fred, Brock is the future. Brock is the future of this league.
Brock Lesnar?
Osweiler, baby.
We real
Learn the
in
name.
right now. We'll see you in the playoffs. And
Brock Oz, man. Yo,
That's all
Brock
it is.
Oz, man. Hey, yo, Fred, I just gotta say one thing to you, beloved. Like, you see what it's about right here, baby. Brock is the future of the league, man. Anyway, man, listen. We talking about Brock being the future, right? The main topic I have for you gentlemen this evening is someone who's supposed to be the right now, not the future. But he's playing, well, I'm not going to say it's specifically him. His team, as well as his play, hasn't been up to standards, and that's Aaron Rodgers. I'm in 2 fantasy leagues.
God, not you. The
God. We about to talk about the God. Listen, I'm in 2 fantasy leagues, right? And listen to this. I just realized this the other day. I'm in 2 fantasy leagues. In one, I have Andrew Luck. In the other one, I have Aaron Rodgers, right? Everyone knows that my team is the Broncos. I just saw a statistic that between Andrew Luck, Aaron Rodgers, and Peyton Manning, they have the biggest swings in QB rating from year to year in the history of the league. So it's just overall terrible for me, fantasy-wise, and in my squad. But I know, Dev, you're a huge Aaron Rodgers fan. Fred, you respect the God. What's going on?
I'm gonna go. He's the best quarterback in the game.
Yeah, we all agree. But the first month of this season, the Packers were on a roll. So bottom line is, Fred, what happened? What's going on? What do you see when you watch the film of the Packers play?
Started playing some tougher defenses.
Tougher defenses. The running game's non-existent. The offensive line's banged up. Aaron Rodgers isn't playing well. And any quarterback not named Tom Brady that throws the ball over 40 times a game consistently does not play well.
Now, how he had to throw that in there, Dev? He had to throw to Tom Brady. Anybody else?
Because Tom Brady's the only. Every single time you see it, he's the only one that doesn't necessarily need a running game. They've been doing
But you know what? That with that little statistic that you threw out there, the reason that's the case is because usually when you throw over 40 times a game, you're probably trying to come back.
You're coming from behind.
So, yeah.
That's not their offense. Their
Belichick
offense
would
is
just go out there and chuck it 40 times for no reason while he's blowing you out. So
and they don't have a consistent running back that's just that guy.
Hey, Fred, Fred, I know you keep your ear to what's going on. Maybe you can answer this question for me. What is Eddie Lacy's off-season workout plan? Because it looks like he works out with me. Like, I don't know what's going on with Eddie Lacy.
It includes Popeye's chicken, Wawa, McDonald's, Burger King,
macaroni and cheese.
No, Subway. Never mind, not Subway. No, never mind.
Yeah, so, Dev, what is your opinion on what you see when you watch the Packers? Outside of saying they're playing better defenses, do you see anything with the way they're playing that is changing on the outcome?
I mean, I really did notice, that they were playing better defenses when they started that slide. But, yeah, to me, like, I never want to blame it on missing weapons. I mean, he played the first month of the season without Jordy Nelson, and, he was playing really well. I just think with the mixture of things that Fred spoke about earlier, the offensive line, the running game being inconsistent, Eddie Lacy basically had to be threatened of a benching for him to come back the next week and even play half decent, but he's not being consistent enough for this team and what they need. So overall, I think it's a bunch of things that's basically holding this team back right now. And believe it or not, I heard a lot of people picking Detroit to actually beat them in this Thursday night game.
My podcast co-host picked Detroit.
That's crazy, man.
I had to give him a Mike Gundy. That ain't true.
I'm a man. So
I'm 40.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's difficult for me to watch Aaron Rodgers kind of struggling. You know what I'm saying? He's not stinking up the joint like some quarterbacks might do in a spot like this, but he's definitely not being himself. And I attribute it to all of those things. But they have played a lineup of better defenses in the past 3 or 4 weeks, and I guess it's showing that there's some semblance of a human being left in Aaron Rodgers. He's not all the way alien at all times because I just haven't been expecting.
Lack of a tight end. Lack of a tight end. He's the only quarterback, the elite that does not have a great tight end.
Yeah.
Now, I also noticed another thing too, like just watching the games, how they're trying to keep him in the pocket. They're rushing him from the outside. They're blitzing him a lot, getting a lot of pressure on him. Mm-hmm. And basically, it kind of looks like now, and they weren't doing this in the beginning of the season. They were playing a lot of zone. Now they're basically daring the receivers to beat them. And in my opinion, they're not stepping up. Like, there's some balls that Devontae Adams and even James Jones, who had a resurgence in the beginning of the season, he's dropping a lot of passes.
Yeah, he got the drop season.
And they're not getting the same separation. So it's not all on him. I see that they're scheming against him a little different. But also his players got to step up.
Jordy Nelson is one receiver doesn't make a ton of difference, but every quarterback typically has that one receiver. Brady has Edelman. Manning had Demaryius Thomas. Peyton had Marvin and Reggie Wayne. Everybody had Andrew Luck even had Reggie Wayne. Everybody has that one guy that if they have it's 3rd and 7, they're gonna go get him 10. I mean, he doesn't have that guy.
I mean, Randall Cobb stepped up a little bit. Now he hasn't been playing the same lately, but he did step up a little bit. But the other guys are the guys that I'm more concerned with. Like, what happened to Devontae Adams, for Christ's sake? Like,
hey Fred, not in Philly though. If it's a 3rd and 7, we only gonna run 4-yard routes.
I'm gonna get to you. I'm gonna get to you later.
We only gonna run 4-yard routes, so
y'all don't even run straight up the middle either.
Yeah, that's a whole different story. So let me now before we get to our picks of the week, Fred, I have to ask you: do you think the Packers can turn around and do you think they can win the division, or is that the Vikings division at this point? Let me ask you, Freddie Bridgewater, your new nickname, Freddie Bridgewater.
Hey, at least I got part of this right. He's gonna at least make the playoffs, possibly. Okay, possibly.
Yeah, you got Adrian Beasterson back.
Yeah, he got
exactly.
Black man back there.
Exactly. But the Packers, it's tough because I picked. I hate saying this. Jay Cutler, I picked him to win this week. I actually picked I picked Jay Cutler and the Bears to even, a couple weeks ago.
Still on that?
Yeah, I picked them to actually do some work against the Packers, and, well, it happened. So, I mean, Detroit is playing well. I can't see the Packers really losing another one. They lost 4 in a row. How do you do that? I mean,
that's tough.
And the middle of that offensive line is really where the problem is. T.J. Lang and the rest of those guys from the left side.
Is Detroit playing well, or did they just play the Eagles?
Detroit, but then again, I mean, they got the Packers before, so I don't know. Detroit's playing well on offense, but I don't trust that team. I don't trust Matthew Stafford.
As far as I can pack twice.
No, I don't think it's going to happen. But I think
outside of that one game, I'm saying with what you see with the rest of the season and the fact that the Vikings now beating straight up, they got that lead. So what do you think about that?
In a head-to-head battle, I really think Aaron Rodgers comes out on top on Teddy Bridgewater. He's just not there yet. And Adrian Peterson, as good as he is, you put 8-9 in the box and dare Teddy Bridgewater to throw it deep, it's not happening.
So you think the Packers will come back?
They'll find a way. At some point, you have to get off the snide. You just have to. This is Aaron Rodgers we're talking about.
I got the Packers winning that division as well.
Okay, you still haven't come back and win the division. You know the scariest part about this is just looking at it. Like, even if the Packers don't win the division, let's say the Vikings win the division, that means in the back end of the NFC, you're going to have like Seattle and Green Bay. Those are some wild card teams that nobody wants to play.
Yeah, you don't want to play Green Bay at Lambeau when they're trying to get healthy.
The way they're playing, they probably won't be playing at Lambeau, but nonetheless.
True.
You want to have Green Bay and Seattle in the back end of the NFC.
True. But you still don't want those because the defenses are playing fine. It's the offenses for both teams.
Yeah. So I just want to know what you guys thought about that, whether they still had a shot or whether at this point it was over. And shout out to all the Atlanta Falcon fans that seem to stop tweeting me all of a sudden when they were 5-0. I don't know what happened to y'all.
Shout out to our international correspondent.
Weren't you on that? Weren't you on that Atlanta Falcons?
Whoa, Doc, that wasn't me.
Weren't you?
That was B. Austin. I'll tell you exactly what I said. I said let's look at the Falcons when they stop playing the NFC East. Those are my exact words.
Who was on there for Hard Knocks or something like that?
That was last year though, B.
Okay, that was last year. Okay.
You were like a year behind.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I fall for the Hard Knocks curse every year. Like that's an annual thing. Like you know what I mean.
The
I
Texans
always
aren't terrible. They just need a quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, so I fall for that. Yeah, I'm about to say they're not good at all. Speaking of Seattle, right now, here's a big game this week. Fred, Seahawks and Vikings. Who you got?
I'm taking the Seahawks. So you got to get off the snide, and I mean, do you really trust Teddy to throw against Richard Sherman and the rest of that defense at some point? No Jimmy Graham, by the way. No,
Richard been getting lit up a little bit this year. I don't know if you got.
He's been getting exposed a little bit because of that defense. He doesn't have a he doesn't have a guy on the other side, and that's the thing. When you had a Brandon Browner beating up the other guy, even though he got beat a lot, you had somebody who wants to go up against a 6'4" corner who's also like 225, and he's like a safety playing you, just roughing you up. You don't want to do that. And they were rushing the passer well. I think the Seahawks will win it, but Jimmy Graham injured, and he's out for the rest of the season, and no Marshawn Lynch.
That's a tough one. So you guys are still going Seattle, right?
I'm gonna go Seattle, but I don't like it.
All right, Dev, who you got?
I'm gonna go Seattle because Minnesota wants, they win
because that food is so
grinded out type of games, and Seattle. I mean, come on, there's no grinded out team in the league better than them. So
yeah,
I think Minnesota's gonna come in and play a style that Seattle wants to play, unless they can do something more in the passing game and Teddy Bridgewater can be everything that Fred wants him to be.
I want Teddy to be great, but I'm starting to back away. I'm backing away slowly.
If it's just going
slowly,
if it's all going to be on Adrian Peterson to do everything, then I don't see it. But I got Seattle winning this game.
I'm up in the air on this one, so part of me wants to go Seattle because I think they have to get off. I mean, they won, but I think they got the shine in terms of I thought they would be a very competitive team this year. I didn't realize how much losing that other corner was going to affect their team. But the Vikings are at home, man, and Adrian Peterson right now is out of control. But Doug Baldwin Hills is about to be the next star, Fred. What you think about Doug Baldwin Hills, man?
Still not convinced.
All right, anyway.
I like him, but not convinced.
All right, with all that being said, man, I'm taking the champs. Well, the former champs, the champs.
Yeah, don't be disrespectful. Stop being disrespectful.
The NFC champ. I'm taking the Seahawks.
Correct yourself.
NFC champs. I'm taking the Seahawks.
Would be the chance if they just if they were cool with letting the Hood dude get MVP, they would be champs.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
They played themselves being hood biased and racist.
Hey, I'm good with that. Do it again.
Black running backs matter. Ayo, Dev. We got the Battle of Jersey with the Giants and the Jets.
You give out turkeys, man.
Giants and Jets, man. Battle of Jersey. Who you got, Dev?
You always want to maybe lean towards a home game when you think is the home team when it's evenly matched, but this is a home game for both of them. Really. It's a home game for the Giants and on paper only, but
in jersey colors.
I think the Giants will take this game. I think they have to realize as a team that they need this game. They are in what could be the easiest division in the league to win, and they're going to, right now they're letting it slip away to the Washington Professional Football Team.
What if that happens?
Yeah.
What if that happens?
The Giants can't let that happen. So
the Giants should jump off a cliff if that happens.
I take the Giants.
I take
the Giants realizing oh my God, this division is terrible. We got
the thing about this game is the Jets need this game as well because they're right in the playoff mix too. So, But Fred, who you got?
No Revis. Even if there was a Revis, I don't care. I'm taking the Giants. Eli and the rest of that, you can't spell interception without Eli, but still, Eli hasn't thrown a lot of those, and he hasn't thrown a ton.
I don't know what he just said right there. But anyway,
spelling game is trash.
It's not meant for spelling. It's something on the podcast. I'm gonna take the Giants. Odell Beckham torches somebody.
Yeah,
everybody.
Yeah, that female Odell Beckham. Anyway, listen, I'm taking the Giants because cable Eli has been showing up a lot lately, so it's time for DirecTV Eli to show up. I think I'm going to take the Giants in this game. Fred, Staying right there, just give me your pick for this game. We have the Falcons at the Buccaneers. The Holy Ghost, Jameis Winston.
This
Talk about the
game,
Falcons.
this game actually has some implications playoff wise.
Way better than Teddy.
Man, I'm not taking the Falcons. I can't trust this team with one receiver, the black man named Julio Hickman.
Black man named Julio. Man.
Yeah, no. Give me the Bucks to win this one.
All right, Dev, who you taking?
Devonta Freeman should be back in the lineup.
Doesn't matter.
But I'm taking the Bucks as well. I see the Bucks trending in the right direction, and from now on, to the end of the season, the Bucks are gonna be a tough out. And Atlanta is the team that we always think they are. They start well. Even the Atlanta who has a good record and makes it to the playoffs, once the playoffs start, they're done.
So Denny Green was right. They were who we thought they were.
They are who we thought they were. And this Atlanta team is on their slide a little earlier before the playoffs start. So I got the Buccaneers.
Roddy White should be cutting it. Hey, man, give me that check. Give me a ball, something.
Yeah. I'm also taking the Buccaneers. This is becoming ridiculous because we're all picking the same team. I'm just riding out with my man Jameis, the Holy Ghost Winston. So I'm taking the Buccaneers. We have the Colts and the Steelers.
Jameis lighting it up.
Now, Fred, Jameis is lighting it up.
Yes. It didn't happen early, but
Colts and Steelers. Who you got in this game, Fred? Colts and Steelers.
Well, Mike Gundy said something that really caught my eye a long time ago. I'm a man, I'm 40. That applies to Matt Hasselbeck. That's great and all, but there's a guy on the other side named Ben Roethlisberger. He's going to throw a lot of passes, and he's going to throw deep, and Antonio Brown's going to catch, 19 catches for like 350 yards.
Damn!
So you know where I'm going with this. Go Steelers.
Wow.
Yeah,
So, Dev, what you got?
I actually switched my pick on this one, so I got to go back into our pick group and change. I originally had the Colts, and then, upon further review, I realized that Ben Roethlisberger is really pressed to play. And it seems like even when he plays injured, like it doesn't matter because he goes to his binky, his pacifier, Antonio Brown, all day, every day, and they're just still effective no matter what his
19 catches,
state
350 yards, man.
I'm going to go with the Steelers as well because Big Ben ain't going to keep playing injured for nothing. Like, they're doing this for a reason.
Yeah.
They got to pull these games out.
Again, this is whack because I got the Steelers. I picked them as well. And actually, Dev, I used the other theory with this one. I was like, I could pick the Colts, but the Steelers are at home, so I went home chalk.
Right.
So last game I saved for you guys, and I'm going to start
with rooting for the Colts. I hope Hasselbeck old ass can do it again.
Clean pockets don't happen in Indy.
Now, Fred, here's the thing. It's the last game. It's a big game. We have a first-place team here. Like, we got the Cowboys at the Washington professional football team.
Really? This is your premier?
Has to be, man.
I thought y'all were against me.
Toilet bowl.
Listen, man.
See, he's waiting for us to ask him about the Patriots and the Eagles. Like, for who, for what? Who even
Sadly, I was.
We don't care about the
who here would even pick the Eagles to win a quarter?
Nobody here.
We don't even pick the Eagles to win a quarter, so what's the point?
Yeah, I don't think the Eagles will win a coin toss. But listen, though. Cowboys and Redskins. Who you got, Fred?
I'm going with the Redskins. Kirk Cousins is actually playing good. I hate saying that. I can't believe I said that.
I knew he was good.
Yeah, he was okay. I'm not going to go as far as calling him good. The running game is going well, and nothing's going right for the. Shut up. That's not the point. That's not the point. Anything is better than what Dallas has right now. I mean, even teams like Cleveland Browns, I might take the Browns to beat the Cowboys. I mean, the Cowboys are bad. They're just bad. They're bad, and without Romo, it's just even worse.
So you got Washington basically.
Basically.
All right, Dev, who you got in this game?
I got Washington as well. This is one of those games though that they actually have in this series, in this rivalry, where everybody put their eggs in that one basket and they expect one team to win, and then the other team with backup quarterback, they play the game of their season and actually take one like Washington did from Dallas last year.
Division games, man.
Yeah, those division games. Where they, what's the cliche? Throw the stats out the window. Throw the records out.
Yeah.
So it actually happens in this series. But I got Washington continuing their role. And truthfully, like at this point, if it's not the Giants, I don't see anybody like derailing them in their attempt to win the division because the Eagles are garbage. Dallas can't keep their quarterback healthy, even though they want to keep talking this confidence stuff.
That sounds good until we look at the record.
Yeah, I mean the Washington team will lose some more games, of course, this season. But the people, if they just get this 1 game lead, half a game lead in the division, they've already played the Giants twice. I don't think
can win this. 8-8 will win it.
Yeah, 8-8 will win it. 7-9 might win it. 6 games might win.
6-10. Oh.
Jimmy said last week that the Giants might not win another game and win the division.
I wanted somebody to win 5-11, win the division.
Oh. We might have to they'll start talking NBA style reseeding.
Yeah, so I'll go Washington on this one.
Yeah. So for me, I'm definitely taking the Washington professional football team. We all picked the same picks, which is ridiculous. But pretty much. The fact of the matter is, the Cowboys suck right. Rhinoceros Pizzle, their quarterback is done, so there's nothing else that's left to be said, man.
Give Johnny Manziel a call.
Yeah, pretty much. And Fred, just to let you know, we're all picking the Patriots. That makes you feel any better. We just thrown it out there. You know.
Believe it or not, I came very close to choosing against the Patriots.
No, you
very close. Seriously, I came very close, and then I came back.
Cut it out.
To the team who lost like 90 to 17.
But then I sobered up.
I sobered up.
Anyway, man, last thing I gotta say is Brock is the future, so just be on the lookout for Brock Osweiler. Anyway,
one game they win one game.
Hey, that one game is against your team, so that's beautiful for me.
We'll see you in the playoffs.
Yeah, we definitely will. Brock is coming there to take the chip. Now,
took out an undefeated squad.
Brock hasn't lost a game as a starter in his life.
Oh, God.
Anyway.
See you in the playoffs. See you in Foxborough.
With all that being said, listen, don't forget, subscribe to the channel. There's an audio version as well. You can find it on our SoundCloud page as well as our podcast network, WRSPN.com. Listen, just rock with us, WarRoomSports.com to find everything we're doing. SportsTheBook.com, the number one book on the streets is bestseller right now. As we always say, don't accept mediocrity. Be steadfast in the war against ignorance, and we'll see you chumps on top.
Yo, Brock got the highest win percentage in NFL history.
That's right. The future's Brock, baby.
Whatever.
It's the War Room with 5 nights at the round table, 5 Philly